Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's Christmas Day and Sunday for the Jehovah's Witnesses sitting in their Kingdom Hall early this morning and listen to another boring talk which was outlined by their watchtower and their headquarters. So the talk I'm going to play, which I was going to make a video a couple of days ago, but I'll hold off. Why not do this video on Christmas Eve? No, Christmas Day I decided to do it. And what it's about? Christmas. How evil Christmas is. But before we get into this video, let's make a scale of Christmas evil. Say 1 through 100. I would say maybe a 10 or 15. But now let's take the same scale about Jehovah's Witnesses and their involvement with the Bible students and their beginning with Charles T. Russell. What is the percentage of the destruction of Watchtower has done since the day one it became a company? The day one it had been publishing books and literatures all over the world from that time all the way to our year or right now. They have so much evil, corrupt in this religion, covering up pedophiles, lying, deceiving, conning people out of their money to support Watchtower because they're losing money of all these child molesting accusations that whose fault it was that could have stopped the evil men from causing them to go more bankrupt, because they had a chance to stop one elder probably who molested 5-10 children, and they could have stopped him one time. People, when you don't do research on certain things, how do you know what's evil, what is not? When you, only part of research you have done is going on jw.org or your literature, your publications, and where does all this information comes from? Your Watchtower headquarters. But you refuse to do research on your religion. Now, Christmas may have 10% or 15% evil in it, but yours is over 100%. Now, you may say you don't have no proof, no evidence. If I didn't have no proof or evidence, none of us would be doing these videos. None of us would be on YouTube showing our faces. So we have the evidence. The question is, if our evidence is incorrect, couldn't your Watchtower take us to court for slander, lying, and causing billions and billions of lives of people to die without false accusation? think about it. So it must be we're telling the truth, or your watchtower can hit us real hard in our pocketbooks that we will have to shut down our YouTube, pay watchtower for all the slandering lies that we did, and turning people away from this so-called true religion. But y'all have the nerve to have a talk before Christmas saying how evil is, and when your religion has more evil in it than Christmas itself. I mean, at least Christ died. That's a plus about Christmas. There is no plus in Watchtower. It's all minus. Just like a thermometer that hits 0, then it goes to the minus 10, minus 15, minus 30 degrees. Super cold. Watchtower. That's how cold and cruel this cult, this false religion you bring people into. And you won't pick on holidays. This is why this religion is so hypocrite, and the reason why we got out of it. So let's go into this talk, and I'll let you hear it, and I want you to do some thinking about which is more evil, Christmas or this religion, this cult that I came out of. Let's let the games begin.
What are the facts about Christmas? Well, millions of people worldwide celebrate Christmas for various reasons. Now, some enjoy festive times with friends and family. Others think about God or devote time to helping the poor or needy. And by themselves, these are undoubtedly worthy deeds. However, they are clouded by the dark side of this holiday. Now first, many celebrants believe that Christmas is a birthday celebration for Jesus. However, historians widely concur that the date of his birth is largely unknown. Now the Christian book of Why notes that the early Christians refused to set aside a date marking Jesus' birth because they wanted to divorce themselves from all pagan practices. Now, interestingly, the Bible gives no indication that Jesus ever celebrated his own birthday, or anyone else's for that fact. In contrast, he did command his followers.
So there is no proof in the Bible his birth was being celebrated. What about the 3 wise men? When he was born, that was his birthday. He was born. His parents and him was given different items, which was used to get him out of Bethlehem to go to Egypt, because Herod was looking to kill Jesus. So Christ got presents from the 3 wise men that helped to get his family out of a danger zone. But see, we don't have any information about Christ had birthdays. But you just met that, and then later on you're going to mention a couple of birthday parties that went wrong. Wow. Let's continue.
To commemorate his death. Let's have a look at Luke chapter 22, verse 19. verse 19. Now it reads there, also he took a loaf, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This means my body, which is to be given in your behalf. Keep doing this in remembrance of me."
Yeah, that's talking about the memorial which Jehovah's Witnesses do not do right. When he told his disciples to remembrance of this, of me, and they mentioned another scripture saying that he doesn't eat my flesh or drink my blood, has no life in him. So he's telling people to take the emblems of his sacrifice death, his body and his blood, to have life inside of you, or in this case, Jehovah's Witnesses rejecting Christ. Just like those people walked away from Christ when he told them to eat, they're going to have to eat his flesh and drink his blood. And they walked away because they could not understand what he was talking about. That's about the same thing what Jehovah's Witnesses do. They walk away from free gift from Christ because they don't understand that we all were supposed to be taking the bread and the wine to recognize his death every year. So see how they try to pull things into certain talks to make themselves good by they only are supposed to obey one thing, but they don't even fulfill the purpose of taking the loaf and the wine. Let's continue.
Now second, many scholars agree that most Christmas traditions have their roots in non-Christian and pagan customs. Now this includes, of course, Santa Claus, as well as using mistletoe and the Christmas tree, and exchanging gifts, burning candles, and even Yule logs, hanging decorative wreaths, and caroling. Now regarding some of these customs, the book The Externals of the Catholic Church observed, and we quote here, "When we give or receive Christmas gifts and hang green wreaths in our homes and churches, how many of us know that we are probably observing pagan customs?" Now you, though, may wonder what is wrong with following these seemingly innocent customs. We'll consider this third point as an answer. God does not approve of a blending of pagan customs with pure worship. Now through his prophet Amos, Jehovah God said these words that we find in Amos chapter 5, verses 21 and 23. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bible, you'll find it in one of the smaller books just before the Gospels. So it's Amos, and we're looking at chapter 5 and verses 21 and 23. I despise your festivals, and I take no pleasure in the aroma of your solemn assemblies. 23. Spare me the din of your songs, and let me not hear the melodies of your stringed instruments. So why such strong words? Well, consider what the people of the northern kingdom of ancient Israel were doing. Their first king, Jehovah, placed golden calves in the cities of Dan and Bethel and induced the people to worship these rather than to worship Jehovah God properly at the temple in Jerusalem. Now the king also instituted festivals and appointed priests to help the people celebrate them. Let's have a look at 1 Kings chapter 12. 1 Kings chapter 12. And verses 26 to 33. Now, if you follow in your own copy of the Bible there, it's just before the books of Chronicles and before, just after Samuel there. So, Jeroboam said in his heart, now the kingdom will return to the house of David. If these people continue to go up to offer sacrifices at the house of Jehovah in Jerusalem, the heart of this people will also return to their lord, King Rehoboam of Judah. Yes, they will kill me and return to King Rehoboam of Judah. After consultation, the king made 2 golden calves, and he said to the people, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Here is your God, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt.
So basically what it is, the 10 scriptures out of the Bible, and try to make their religion look good, to make themselves like they don't have a false religion. Yes, it was wrong. That guy made golden calves to get the people to worship the golden calves, but not go to Jerusalem to serve the true God. Just like Watchtower is getting Jehovah's Witnesses to serve their governing body and to abandon true worship from the Bible, and to make every holiday, New Year's, Mother's Day, Father's Day, different holidays, to be evil, when the religion itself is evil. People, we can fight against Christmas, so be it. But the purpose of this video is not to attack Christmas, it's to attack the organization, what we call Watchtower and Wake, the headquarters of the governing body. They're the ones that has let pure evil to stay in this religion since the beginning of Charles T. Russell. And it's still going on to be false religion. Now it turned into a dangerous cult, mind control, and everything I mentioned earlier. So if you're going to do research on Christmas and everything else, what makes it evil, mistletoe, decorations, the trees, and all that, you better look at your religion first, like we did, and examine your teachings that was taught at that time. And if you did the research, you would be leaving this false religion. So the choice is yours. I hope you make the right one, because time's running out. So Merry Christmas to y'all, and hope you enjoy your day and your afternoon with your family and friends. And remember, when you get done, you don't need to go door to door and preaching no more lies of Watchtower or the governing body. We are free from false religion teaching. That's the reason we are doing these videos, to help you to understand the urgent of our work is to wake people up against all false religions. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.